So we just arrived at Welbeck. It is Vicky's first time at the estate, so we're showing her around. Vicky, head of marketing. You're going to learn all about Vicky in the coming weeks. We're going to do a video with her. The next video that's coming up is actually Chris's, or actually by the time this is released, maybe you've just seen Chris's video. And Sean, you know all about him. So team meeting on the estate. We're going to have a little look around. I'm going to give you some updates today. Lots of work's happened, lots of building works, all the boring stuff, all the sort of get the foundations right type work. We're going to show you what's been going on. Without further ado, let's go. So I haven't shown you this space before, but this is one of the cow sheds. And this will be used as a barrel store. It's the most beautiful cow shed you've ever seen. And seeing them in the background gives you a sense of scale. It's wonderfully, beautifully made. It feels like a cathedral, almost-esque in here, church-like. And it will be filled with barrels over time and have a really nice, calm space for us to age our rum. We'll also be aging in tunnels, hopefully, and aging in the production facility as well. But we've got this beautiful space to age liquid into. Over here you can see some of our barrel racking system has arrived. So let's move on. So we're outside at the back, and to show the progress that's been going on, I don't know if you remember in a previous video I showed this space, it looked like a jungle. It actually kind of still looks a little bit work in progress because they've just started digging up for a new trench. This trench, Sean, am I right, is where the gas pipe's going to go?
Yeah, it's our new water feature. And also it's going to take a gas pipe from the slab there, which will have 5 2-ton tanks.
So tank farm over there for our gas that's been delivered because we're in the middle of nowhere and we're not on a mass gas mains.
Yep, exactly.
Pipe through here.
Pipe through here to the boiler that's going to sit just sort of here.
So this is another new concrete pad that we've had to put in. This got poured a couple of days ago. But it's strong enough for us to walk on, but not strong enough to take the boiler yet.
Imagine your steam engine with no wheels. Pretty big, and that's going to live in its own little shed.
Okay.
With the chimney running up to the eaves.
And that provides the heat for the steam that we then send to the stills to heat up the liquid in the stills. How do we cool down the liquid in the stills, and where's that equipment going?
So we've got a cooling system. Part of it is there, you've already seen it in our previous video. So that is an adiabatic fan, big words.
Okay.
Basically a radiator on its side. There's some fans on it that blow air through it, and that does the majority of the cooling. Yeah. But obviously when it's summer we need water at sort of 16, 17. So we have another cooling system which is going to sit just here, and it's, you know, the size of half a car, and that is going to do the rest of the cooling in summer.
Hope you followed that. We will be testing you. 2 cooling systems, one that will work really well in the summer because we need the extra cooling, and one that is much greener that we can use all year round. So 2 cooling systems going here and the boiler going here, and then we've got these 3 ginormous black tanks. What is going in there, Sean?
So that is effluent. So every time we distill, we're boiling off all the alcohol, and we get left behind everything that isn't alcohol, which is basically molasses really, and some yeast, which is perfect food for cows apparently. So the head herdsman is hopefully going to collect a bunch of that to feed the cows on site.
So in other words, no waste liquid. We're catching all of the liquid that would otherwise be sent down a drain or considered waste. Head herdsman is going to organise picking that up to go and take it to the cows. There's been an awful lot of work here. This is the foundational stuff that you've got to do, you've got to get right, and it's spent a lot of time, a lot of money on it, and it's just sort of like hidden, sunken costs and time by the time we get going, but really important. Sean's found a new building, an old building.
Archaeology, Welbeck style.
Don't say that, because then we'll be told to stop all work. Okay, I'm liking it, Sean. How long before all of this is good to go?
February?
End of Feb, so that's another month and a half. We've got 6 weeks to get this operational. That sounds doable.
Yeah.
To someone that knows nothing about making this work. Let's head back inside. So we're back in the facility here. We've moved some of our tanks round to this side because they're now ready to go into place. We've knocked down the old toilet block. Don't worry, we will upgrade this. We have poured a new concrete slab into here because when we were digging down to get our drains in, we discovered asbestos. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, we discovered a load of asbestos underneath the floor. We had to vacate the premises, we had to get a specialist team in to remove it, and then it was like, right, we can't dig down because we're just going to discover more asbestos, so we're going to have to go up. So we've had to put solid reinforced heavy duty concrete in here. This is where our big molasses tanks are. So they're not exactly in position yet, but this is where they're going to live. They're going to be piped together, and there's going to be a pipe going out through the wall for delivery as it arrives in a tanker. You can see here how much of a ramp we've done. This here is what we've lost on our head height. It's about 6 inches, 15 centimeters, and then we've now had to get these ramps up to be able to get onto it and off. We have been waiting to do concrete for the whole space. And as you will see, today is a very special day because it is happening. So this was done before Christmas, where the molasses tanks are, plus the outside areas that were done. Inside, we did half of the building 2 days ago, and they are currently in the process of doing this other half today. So you can see, this is what's going on. This is wet concrete that is being poured right now, and the guys are in the process of smoothing it out and putting it in the right bays that they've had to build. So you may notice at the far end as well, we have knocked down a wall and 2 structures within inside this building to make it one big open space. We've also removed the top half of this wall so as to create, again, nice light overflowing and to allow the whole length to be open. Even from the entrance, you will see our molasses tank poking their heads up. We have had all of the roof repaired, and we have had all of these skylights completely repaired. So there was a wall here. We've ripped down another structure in this corner. This will be our entrance up here. And then looking right back down the distillery, you can see how much we've done. There's been a lot of work, and then the other half of our equipment delivered just sat over there. I'll give you a closer look at that in a minute. So this is our main man Reg. He's camera shy, so he's not going to do any of the talking, but he's helped us out so much. This is the guy that's been doing all our groundworks, our pipe work, our flooring, knocking down the walls. We were literally waiting and waiting for someone like Reg to come along and help us out, because there's me and Sean being like, what do we do next? And Reg comes in and is like, you do this, this and this. Come on, let's get on with it.
Best smile in South Yorkshire as well.
He's right, check out this smile, check out those teeth. Right, I've decided I'm going to give you a sneak preview of the equipment in my next video, so you're going to have to wait for that. But rest assured, it's all here. We are very excited to get it into place. So listen, that's it from me. There's the update. We're exhausted, but everything's moving in the right direction, including the floor. Look at this, team. Thanks for watching. See you next week for an in-depth discussion about our equipment. Bye bye.